video?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Just gotta fix it.
Yep. Go ahead and show them. Yeah. Go ahead and show them the damn hood. Now, these are two separate things that happened. That happened yesterday, and this happened today, randomly. Yeah. Shit happens, right? And you're gonna have to fix stuff. So yesterday we had the Retro Fox underneath the gray car and had the hood up, and there's about that much clearance, and it was fine, but I jacked the car up and forgot that the hood was up, so it hit the bottom of the gray car and scratched the hood up. Well, I was upset about that. Believe it or not, as crazy as it sounds, we're over here working on the car, and Papa T never wears a belt hardly, and leaned over the car and scratched all the paint off the side. All within 24 hours of each other. So perfect time to just go ahead and do it. So here's the idea here. Here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna just blend this in. I've got some of the original color. We're gonna kind of block this out, and I'm gonna shoot a little bit of base on it, and then we're gonna clear and bring the clear out in this area, and then just blend the clear. Same thing up here. The only reason I want to do it this way is to show you guys not to freak out. So we could just clear coat the whole hood. What we're going to do is bring some paint up to about right here, and then we're going to bring our clear up to about right here, and then that way we can start blending back. So I'm probably not going to do it today. Normally I would, but I will work on it a little bit more. Maybe shoot some base on it. I don't know. We'll see. That's that. So I know you guys are probably thinking, well, why don't you just spray the whole fender? I don't understand, because this is a quick job, and I'm trying to show y'all to not freak out over stuff, because shit's gonna happen and you need to know how to fix it. So this just happened literally minutes ago. It's really not the end of the world. Okay.
Tell me about that pad you're using.
So these are 3M pads, and this is a super fine. They're kind of expensive, I'm not gonna lie to you, but they're really good pads, and they work perfect in situations like this where you don't want to, dig in too deep. Plus they're soft. So as long as we don't go through the base coat, we can just use all of this for clear. So that's why I'm coming out as far as I am. Now there's a bunch of different ways to do this, but this is the way I'm choosing to do it, and it should work good. As long as you don't see anything right here, any bare metal, should be good to go. This was that little ding that we had, so I could probably just hit it with a sander, honestly.
What kind of pressure are you using?
Light pressure, very light actually on this. A little bit, but I think it's actually from this not being feathered out enough. So you pretty much can look at your lines and tell if they're feathered. So see how this is starting to fade back? That's probably a good feathered line. This over here, not so much. That's going to be a hard line. It needs to blend and start to taper back a little bit. So once it starts to get like translucent, kind of starts to fade, more than likely you got a good blend. And primer can also help smooth this out. I'm just gonna put some base coat on the car to about right here, and then we'll kind of blend the rest, but I got to get that thing over there.
I was thinking by hand, but I don't.
Andrew, you think that's the best thing to do?
I would just use that.
Okay.
But that's just me.
Let's do it and see what happens. See what happens. Look at that. It's already starting to blend. Now you could do it by hand if you wanted to, but that's fine. Y'all doing a damn good job. As you can see, we've had to do some more work on the car. The blending process worked pretty good, but I got a little overzealous and went to sanding a little too much and burned through the base coat. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and respray the whole fender. I wish I'd have taken some video because it actually looked pretty good. The hood turned out real good, but the fender needed a little bit of work. So they're gonna go ahead. Look, I'm gonna trust these guys. Andrew knows how to do this. Michael knows enough. I'm gonna let them just handle it, right? And we're gonna see what we end up with. If it ends up bad, then we'll respray the whole fender again. It's not that big of a deal. So this is the best opportunity for them to go ahead and learn right now. So we're just gonna let them have fun. Now here's the hood. I have not wet sanded and buffed this hood at all. Now this car was tiger striped a long time ago, and it only shows up on camera. You cannot see this off camera. I don't know why that is. But anyway, you can see right here, there's the tape line. It starts to get dull. So this just needs to be blended. No problem whatsoever. That'll 100% blend out great.
You want us to try to go ahead and get this line out where the badge is?
Whatever y'all want to do, honestly. It really don't matter.
I personally wouldn't worry about it. But
Okay.
as long as you put the badge back in the same
You
spot.
wouldn't worry about it, I ain't worried about it. I trust you. I mean, seriously.
You ought not to.
You're more picky than me, so. There was a line right here, and you can almost see it right here. We need to make sure that we don't have any line, because that's what I was working on, and I ended up going through the clear right here. So, need to make sure we don't have any line right up through there. I don't feel it. And bam, there we go, y'all. The fender has been resprayed. Now, I will tell you that there's gonna be a slight variation, and I think you can see a little bit of it right there. It's gonna be a little more orange, just because it's been sitting up for years and years, and I tried my best to mix the base coat, but in the direct sunlight, I don't think you're ever gonna see it. And here's my proof. So this is the front of the car right here, and it's kind of blended up, and you can't see it. Now on camera, I see everything. It looks like it's all splotchy. The car actually doesn't look that way, it's the lighting. One of the first things that I want you guys to buy for either your shop, your garage, your driveway, your tent, your shed, whatever the hell it is that you got, is gonna be a 60-gallon or more air compressor. Why is that? Because you can do so much with it. You can run air tools, you can pump up tires, and you can also paint cars. Now you may be saying, well, I don't know how to paint cars. Why would I go out and buy something like that when I don't even know how to paint cars? Because you can learn it. Because you can learn it. If I were to send this car and go try to get this fender fixed, it would cost me at bare minimum $500. I mean, that's just the way it is. You can buy an air compressor for $800. Basically the price that you would have paid to fix this fender. Bam. I'm really happy with that, y'all. Perfect blend, no issues up there. I mean, I don't know, it just worked out great. So I guess if you really know what you're looking for, you can probably spot a little bit of a difference in there, but I think it looks good. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching.